So hi everyone, my name is Tynka and I want to talk about a Nintendo Switch Lite and if it's worth buying and who should buy the system. The battery lasts from 3 to 7 hours according to the Nintendo. The battery differs, depends on your brightness and everything. When I played Zelda, it lasted me for 4 hours, which was very nice, but sometimes it lasts me even longer, how I said, depending on the brightness and what you do on the Nintendo. You can also pick from 4 colors. The good thing about the Switch Lite is that it's almost the same as Nintendo Switch in the way of the games. So like the only games you can't really play on it are the ones that when you have a Nintendo Switch and you have the Joy-Cons and you like play with more people, then you can do it, but most of the games you can't play. So for example, like Skyrim, Doom, like all these big title games like Witcher, you can still play on the system. So when you think about it, having that kind of a game on the Switch Lite, it's pretty amazing. Like you fly and you play the Witcher 3, which is just something great. And how I said, like all the games pretty much are the same, so like you also get the Nintendo exclusive games like Mario and all of these, which are actually, in my opinion, best on handheld. It's also lighter, which is better for handheld when you go and travel. It is a smaller size, which it fits better in your hands, but also you don't have that big of a screen. But it's still a pretty good screen. When I looked up and compared it with the PS Vita, which is the second most recent handheld, it had actually a bigger screen. Also, when I compared the Switch to a PS Vita, it had more buttons, which is better for some kind of games. So like you're not only getting the L and R, but you're also getting the ZL and ZR, which is great. It is also cheaper, which is, I think, the biggest thing compared to the Switch. You are not getting the ability to connect to your TV, so there has to be some reduction of the price. But if you're someone who doesn't really necessarily need to connect it to the TV, then the $100 could be worth it, because you can get like 3 or even more games. Another thing that I noticed when I play some games, for example Zelda, and I'm trying to shoot with my bow, sometimes it's harder to aim, and so there's actually a feature in the Nintendo Switch Lite that you can like move your Nintendo, and so you can actually aim with it as well. My god, this happens all the time that I just can't remember words, and I heard them like 1,000 times. Ugh. Okay, got it. Joystick. So even though it seems like it's not too great that you can't really aim with your joystick, but actually with the feature that you can just like move your Switch around and then you can actually aim with it, it actually made me more engaged, and I like that feature very much. So it's actually, then it's really easy to aim with it, at least in my opinion and from what I tried. Because the system is so small and you don't have to take all that stuff like with a normal Switch to like connect it to TV, fits very well in any of my bags. Like I literally take it anywhere with me. Like when I go to school, I have it with me. You never know when you have some time to play or to bus ride, or I don't know, I just always find some time to play, because like it's nice to fit it even like in your pocket. You have to have a big pockets, but if you do have a big pockets, then you can fit in your pocket, so that's great too. Definitely, if you're someone who doesn't have any consoles and you do really want the feature to have it on TV, then I would recommend to just put an extra $100 and buy the better Switch, or like the one with the more features. But for someone like me, like I don't personally actually have a normal Switch. I did try it many times and I really like it, but because I have a PS4 and that's my main console on the TV, so I didn't really needed the TV connection, and so I was more looking for something that I can take with me, because I travel a lot, to like a plane, because I fly a lot. And so my oldest version of like handheld was the PS Vita, and I was kind of bored of the games. It is a great system. but I just kind of wanted something new, you know, have the ability to buy new games that are releasing, and so I really wanted the Switch, but then this one came up and it was $100 less, which I could have, how I said, buy the new games. So I decided for this one, and I don't regret it at all. So if you're someone who's looking for something more on go than having it on TV, if you have like other consoles or you do not necessarily need a TV connection, then I think this one is exactly for you and you should get this Switch. So yeah, that's all from me. Hope you like this video, and this is actually my first video. There will be more coming up. I'm just starting the channel, so I'm kind of figuring out things, and I'll see you next time. Bye!